stationary. Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave.
Excellent.
Washers.
Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are, wherever you may be. Jeremiah, what are you doing today?
I'm staying outside the Pan Pacific Theater in the 1950s before they tore it all down. Or I'm staying outside of Disney's California. I'm staying outside of Disney California Adventure, waiting for June 4th, even though I still can't go in.
Yes.
But hey, I'm actually staying in front of Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're going to do a little walking and talking today. How are you, Tony?
I'm good. 3 miles down the road at LPHQ East. Watching you from here, wishing I was outside, because it's kind of nice today, isn't it?
It is. It's nice right now. I saw the temps are supposed to hit 89, which means probably by the time I make it down Hollywood Boulevard, it'll be like 112 degrees.
Probably. Idris says hi, hey, and Rebecca the Fifth says hi.
Hello, Your Highness.
Everybody. This is different. We're going through the turnstiles. Well, not even turnstiles anymore. Touch points.
Yeah, I decided, hey, might as well. I was going to use... Go on.
I was going to say, we are live, everybody who's watching us, so feel free to comment, ask questions. I don't think there's a particular reason they're there today, other than we haven't been here in a while, on a walk and talk anyway. So, shout out some requests.
Sure, especially some nice 80s flashback would be fun. Let's do some 90s. I got my Green Day shirt on.
Eric wants to know, when do you get to go to Avengers Campus? We're both Florida residents, so not till after they let us in.
I'm guessing June 15th.
Which is supposedly June 15th, yes.
So this is awkward because usually, and by usually I mean every single time I've walked into this park in the past 3 years, I come to this spot right here, which is the center of Hollywood Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
And I put my feet here like this, and then I go like this, and I take that picture. So actually it looks better on my phone because it's not cut off the bottom. Yeah, for the past 3 years, every time I walk into this park, whatever time of day, I have that photo. So, LP, thanks for ruining a good thing.
Sorry.
Kidding. But yeah, it is fun to like look on my computer and go location and that location, and I can just scroll through and see everything.
Aphion, if I said that wrong, I apologize.
Sure you did.
Yo to you too. And then George wants to know if we know anything about Phantasmic opening.
No, there's been no word about any entertainment. Did you pick yours up, by the way?
I went and I have my earbud case, but it's not an Apple earbud case. It's a Skull Candy, and it won't fit, so I did not get it.
Oh, wow.
That was the main reason I went to Epcot the other day.
They added this new display. Available.
So are those special pins?
They are limited edition. It's nice that they had the Dapper Day from last year and the Dapper Day from this year. I'm sorry. The Fine and Dandy pins.
Okay.
Disney does not endorse Dapper Day. And then they have the limited edition display over here with some of the exact same pins.
What are those Winnie the Pooh ones I saw?
Oh, the anniversary ones.
Oh, okay.
The 80th? No, not 80th.
I think it's 60, maybe 50. Because it came out in the 60s, so I would guess 50. Or 60s.
Those are
I don't know.
New and awkward. Especially that pin. It is so busy I can't even tell what's going on.
But they're on an island?
Yes, apparently, whatchamacallit is an island.
Amy says howdy from Texas. Howdy, Amy.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Nope. Nope. Oh,
And
I
then
think your breakfast is ready.
Yes, my roommate is making toast. It is done. Affion says, I thought it was closed. I think you're thinking of Disneyland in California, which will be opening on April 30th, unless it's a Taste of Disney event at Disney California Adventure. But here in Florida, the parks have been open since July.
And we've been in the parks weekly since July.
Pretty much, yeah. Rebecca the Fifth says, Up Island.
Coming to Universal Islands of Adventure.
Up Island. What am I thinking of? That makes me think of something. What else we got? Anything good? Christmas ornaments?
Yeah, I mean, there's some new Jack and Sally's, which are nice. I do love the anniversary ones, but I'm so glad I don't collect these because they put out so many of these.
Yeah.
Oh, look, a brand new Jungle Cruise. Oh, wait.
Are those the new show scenes or the old show scenes?
They are still the old show scenes. As you can tell, it still features Horton.
Horton heard a what?
Exactly.
A why? Horton heard a how.
Yeah, it looks like everything in here is still pretty much the same, which isn't a surprise because we are kind of at the point of normalcy. So merchandise will get back to a once every 4 months.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody, scream. No, tell me which way to go, left or right.
I would
Not
go
you,
say.
Tony.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have spring break? Yeah, but technically it's ending this week, I believe. And then the hours will be reduced. It looks like it's already slowing down a little bit, but I could be wrong.
Well, they
might all be in the park.
Yeah, and
we'll find out when we go to Star Wars Galaxy. Rachel says she misses Disney so much, and she's telling you to go left towards Echo Lake.
Thank you, Rachel. I looked at the availability right now, and this week, through this weekend, there's nothing for ticket holders, pass holders, or hotel guests. Starting next Monday, I believe we start to see Epcot opening for all three, but still the weekends are busy. And then the following week, I think we start to see Epcot and Disney's Animal Kingdom, which still just blows my mind that we only have those two parks available.
Yeah. In time.
Hey, look, duck.
I just did, but I don't see anything flying at my face.
So I was out here, and I want to say, I was in this park. I was over by the entrance for Beauty and the Beast, and I was standing on the planter, like above everybody else. And as I'm hanging on, Amy, I'll focus on the water for you. As I'm standing there, a duck comes flying directly at my head, and I yell, duck. And of course, everybody ducks. And I'm like, well, that was the right thing to do in both cases. Water level's still low.
Good afternoon, and thank you.
Oh, hello.
Disney's Hollywood
Darn, there
Studios.
goes my chance to
At this time, boarding briefs for
get my
Star
boarding.
Wars Rise of the Resistance are full. To check the status of the
Oh,
I
it's
did
1
try
o'clock
this.
now. I forgot. It's not
Yeah.
2 o'clock anymore.
No, I tried this morning because I knew I was going to be here, and I really need to get through to Disney IT and have them remove some of my 20 Magic Bands and tickets, because I'm almost certain that is the reason why it pauses for me and doesn't give me the immediate, like, click here.
Yeah. Is Tuna Lounge open yet?
People were coming out of it, but I did see the sign on the door that still says closed.
Interesting. So, okay. Well,
I feel like I haven't
at some
been in
point
this
we
park
should check
before.
out the new sign at the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
There's a new
It's a
sign.
quote unquote homage to the old Great Movie Ride entrance. So,
I'll walk over that way.
Rachel thought I said the Tuna Lounge. I don't believe that's here.
If anywhere, it's over at the seas with Nemo and friends.
Yes, and if any Imagineers are watching, based on the most recent Parks blog post, they'll team up with Starkist or some other tuna brand and come up with a new Tuna Lounge.
So here is food booths. Oh wait, that never happened.
I was gonna say, did that ever happen?
No, as Benji loves to point out, that, again, don't trust things that you read on the interweb.
Well, that and that can go in the archives with Hyperion Wharf.
No, Hyperion Wharf, we saw blueprints for.
Oh, I see. So it was just like a rumor thing. I thought there was actually announced. Okay.
No, it was when they started removing the tribute, the whatever we called it, the television thing.
Television Hall of Fame, yeah.
Yeah. A certain site started talking about how there was going to be food booths put there.
Got it.
Okay, where am I looking for this sign?
It is the old Great Movie Ride entrance, not the main theater entrance, but the one off to the right, like the standby entrance for Runaway Now.
Super fast.
Gio says, howdy.
Howdy, Gio. Are we talking about just the font? The
Basically,
Mickey?
Yes. But if you see it, you've got the big neon marquee, but it's a little pagoda to the right there. It's on there now, too.
Yeah.
In the old Great Movie Ride font. But it's been deemed an homage to the Great Movie Ride because of that font.
Well, you can kind of see it. I can't get any closer without getting in a hour and a half standby. Yeah, that was not worth the walk.
Maybe later.
Too busy out here.
Watch Laughing Place Twitter, Instagram. We might get a better shot later.
Yeah, we'll definitely get something.
Affion brings up a good point. Always remember to make sure you have your mask on.
As I guess it's become, I have my...
Was it today or yesterday or still coming where you could take it off for photos?
It was actually yesterday.
Okay.
Today's the 9th, so it was the 8th, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so you have to be completely stationary. And you can take it off for the photo, and then once you're done with the photo, you put it back on.
Yeah. Which, again, the argument I've always had with, Universal or any place where you could already take your mask off. Photos are about making memories. Taking pictures is making
memories.
So why wouldn't you want a memory of you wearing a mask at a park when that was something you had to do?
Yeah, it captures a little moment of time.
I guess you can't smile. Don't look at the camera.
Hold your breath and say cheese. Oh, Mike added another rule. You also must hold your breath while the mask is off. I don't think that's true.
Well, I didn't get to watch Mike at Six Flags, but if Six Flags was anything like any of the roller coaster parks out here, everybody already had their masks off.
It looked like most of them were on, if I remember right. Rachel says, what? I don't think that was a real world that Mike was saying unless you are replying to the photos.
Maybe she's still asking about the Tuna Lounge.
Oh, yeah, that's true, too. No, there is no Tuna Lounge. Sorry, Rachel. Mike C says there were a lot of chin diapers at Six Flags.
Yeah. I can't. I was thinking about this as I was driving in because I love looking at the people that for some reason drive in their car alone with their mask on. Um, Studies that'll happen in a year of how people's chins react now that they're not covered all the time, and how people's ears will feel when they're, when you wear your mask, the straps are designed to fit on your ears perfectly. But
Yeah.
when you put it around your chin, it pulls down on your ears. So, we're going to have cold chins and ears.
What was the Star Tours wait?
30 minutes.
Rachel said, what about holding your breath? Mike was joking, although I'm sure it'll be advised by the CDC at some point in the future.
Just not if you're in California, because June 15th,
Yep.
everything's back to normal.
Amy says she loves how blue the sky is today. It does look very nice. I was outside very briefly. I went to the outside perimeter of Vista Way to get some photos before it gets sold by the Walt Disney Company. The full story is on laughingplace.com. And I liked how nice it was outside.
Yesterday, I actually received that story from my friend Scott in California, and you will appreciate this comment, as will any true Disney nerd. They're just going to have to bleach that entire footprint of everything there.
I expect whoever buys it is buying it more for the land than the buildings.
Oh, no. I think, like I said, they're going to have to pour salt all over that earth.
Mike C., your straps fit around your ears perfectly? I must have a giant head.
Yes.
Mr. Bob Newell says, Team Tony and Team Jeremiah. Thank you, Bob. And Affion wants to know what we're doing for summer vacation. I might go to a road trip to a theme park and ride just the monorail around the park, as well as a safari park, float down river with giant bullfrogs, and wait for the clock to strike 3.
I have no clue what that was in reference to.
That was Tiny Toon Adventures, how I spent my summer vacation. You're a little older than I am, so I don't know if you would have.
No, I love Tiny Toons.
Okay.
I don't remember that at all.
It's that's their hour and a half special. Plucky and Hampton go on a road trip with their family to Happy World Land, and they only ride the monorail and then leave.
People do that here anyway.
Yes.
Stage 1 is still closed. There are some lights on inside, so maybe that's a good sign. I know that I have friends that are cast members that were furloughed and laid off, and they are all getting lots of calls to come back to work. Sadly, a lot of them are unable to because they've already moved on. But
yep.
Okay, I am walking through Mama Melrose.
Mama Melrose, Ristorante Italiano. Mike C., where was the Roger Rabbit steamroller? Roughly... Would you say that's Toy Story Land or Galaxy's Edge? No. I think it's Toy Story Land.
No, that would be because Toy Story Land is still Mickey Avenue or whatever we call it.
Yeah. Because it was in the backlot store.
Yeah, which was
kind of at the end of Mickey Avenue.
Yeah, and that crosses over into Star Wars Land, into Galaxy Edge Star Wars Land. I'm gonna smack you. We can figure it out as we walk in, because I actually wanted to do this, and this would be a fun project for anybody. Maybe somebody named Kyle who can do Google Earth very well and all that. But this was.
Have a good weekend, guys.
This was still Muppet Courtyard. That was still Streets of America.
Because that's the last building left over from the backlot.
Yeah. And then there was...
I believe that was filmed in the award-winning short film The Lottery, starring Bette Midler.
No, the stuff that was in The Lottery was over on this corner.
It all was, Jeremiah. Just go with it.
So behind here was the playland. This was the
Yep.
entrance to where the Bacalot Express was. So kind of just past that palm tree. So it would be a backstage area.
So there you go, Mike. It's backstage now, but that's where it was.
Yeah.
Amy wants to know, what's your favorite place to eat at Hollywood Studios?
I love. Wow. Hang on. Just we found everybody. I love Brown Derby. Even though I passed up a chance to have lunch with our founders at Brown Derby last week. But the Cobb salad there, I was never a big Cobb salad person until I started going to the Brown Derby. And I could have the Cobb salad every time I'm there. Wow, we found everybody.
Yep, that's where they're at. Mike C had to comment, forget Hocus Pocus 2. He wants a sequel to The Lottery. I agree. I don't know where they're going to film it now, though.
Maybe she could just do it, they could film them both at the same time.
Speaking of our founders visit, Amy says she saw the Miss Piggy water fountain where Doobie took a pic earlier this week. And Mr. Bob Newell says, I will be at Epcot on Sunday. How about you?
Sunday, if I am anywhere, I will probably be at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
That's true.
Because that, again, is a park I've not gone to in a while. I feel like I haven't been in here in weeks, which is...
I know you'll be there at least twice, sometime between the 18th and the 22nd. Or 24th, sorry. Or Laughing Place will be. I don't know if you will be specifically.
What's going on between the 18th and the 24th?
Well, it's Earth Week and Earth Day, Jeremiah.
Animal Kingdom. Not
anniversary.
I was thinking here.
No.
Why am I coming here?
Mike C. And they say Galaxy's Edge is a ghost town.
Yeah.
Maybe in California.
Oh, it looks like they rerouted the queue for the marketplace.
And he also says he just realized the umbrellas look like the sails on Jabba's sail barge. I got to add that to my Easter egg list.
I've never noticed that either. Good job, Mike C.
John Allen Hale says it looks crowded.
Yes.
Everybody's here.
So they changed the queue for the marketplace into what used to be a relaxation station.
Yeah.
But they also opened up all this curbside seating, which is nice.
Nathan says, what's up, Laughing Place? What's up, Nathan?
What's up, Nathan?
And then Rachel says, when you go to Animal Kingdom, make sure you say hi to all the huge pizzas.
Yes.
Is Pizzafari open again? And Mike says, hi, John.
Are we having crosstalk in our chat now? What's going on?
Looks like it. Well, Mike and John are good buddies. They worked on that documentary together. That's available through Laughing Place. Laps? Mike, please correct me if I'm wrong, about John Allen Hale writing a record number of times of Radiator Springs Racers at Disney California Adventure.
Yes, and I'm sure John will be there first day to get his... how many are you at, John? Let us know.
And Mike says laps is correct. So, yes, look it up. All caps.
Here's the
according to Jeremiah, pizza is slang for giraffe, says
yes.
Rachel. Okay.
Yes. Here is the end of the line for Docs. I have not watched the video. So
12,737 times on Radiator Springs Racers.
Wow, John.
Wow, John. How many times have you won?
I've not watched the video from yesterday, so I don't know what the cool lightsaber is that Josh had. So I'm excited to watch that video finally and see that.
Is it available anywhere?
I do not know. The
that
Spork
was,
with travel bag is still available for $10.99. Everybody come and buy your
Hello,
Sporks.
everybody. Hi, everybody. Yeah, that was because I saw it, and it was funny because to me, it looked super fake, but then Josh DeMaro looks deadpan at the camera. It's real. Like he read my mind. Mike sees, I don't think you can watch the video. Marvin says, "Oh, what a beautiful view. Let's all hope our great show, Fantasmic, may return soon enough once the people are able to be controlled. If I've learned anything from my film favorites like Jurassic Park, nothing is able to be controlled."
No. I'll just sit here and focus on the Falcon for a little while and make Mike cry.
The Falcon, that looks like a spaceship to me, not a bird. Feel free, turn it around.
No, that
Shake
one
your head. Okay.
that one wouldn't even been a head shake. That would be something that I cannot do on camera.
Got it.
I just passed by some folks that are taking pictures with their masks off with PhotoPass. So
Were they stationary?
they were well.
Okay.
One of them was moving a little bit, but I think that you got like it's kind of like traveling. You have a little bit of grace. I'm sorry, that was a basketball reference. I know that you probably didn't get that, but
Basketball, that's the one with the little puck in the ice, right?
yes,
Okay, and it gets into the basket.
yes.
Mike C said, "Hey, that guy has the same Haunted Mansion shirt as me." Missed that, and I don't know what Falcon didn't look like an Avenger to me. That was good. Good one, Gio. Mr. Bob Newell wants to know: is Jeremiah wearing Disney gear?
No, Jeremiah is totally rocking a Green Day concert shirt from their final concert.
Was it in
the Rose
No,
Bowl?
that was Weezer. Never mind. I always made a bad joke.
Hey, look, there's Vi.
One time I was watching her up on the top there, and some kid looks like he was going to try and throw stuff up to her on that catwalk up there, and Vi ducked. Shake the head.
Don't even get it. So
okay, viaduct, like a catwalk or a ditch. Anyway, never mind.
Just if you do wordplay and it goes over everybody's heads.
Yep.
Just think, Mike, you only have a few more weeks until you get to see this beautiful sight again. Well, hopefully.
Marvin says, "Wow, we and Disneyland are soon getting back to normal." Going back to what you said, Disneyland will be April 30th, just mere days if you're a California resident.
There's a line to get into Droid Depot.
John Allen Hale answers my question. 6,549 wins.
Is that exactly half of his total rides?
What was it? I have to scroll up. 737. I don't think it's exactly half, but it's about half.
If there wasn't a line for this photo pass, I would take a picture, do our meta thing, and take my mask off. But
all right,
they're separating for a Grogu.
Gio, I probably should have went that direction. Thought you were going to say she was vying for attention.
That would have gotten a head shake.
Now that's just what we all do here at Laughing Place. Our personalities.
I can remember when we first started, like, hey, we're going to do walk and talks. And I'm like, I don't want to do walk and talks. I don't want to be live all the time. And you know what? I still stand by that. Although I will not complain because I have definitely had the experiences of a lifetime doing these walk and talks over the past...
How many months now?
Lord, almost a year.
Mike C says he's going back to Hasbro. Bright Suns, Capri Suns, and Sunny D to you too, Mike.
Yeah, what's going on with the Pulse? Have we heard anything? Any exciting news coming out of that?
I have not seen anything. I'm more excited because my toys from Shop Disney arrived moments ago. And they
What
were
toy-
exactly what I had you looking for.
What did you order? Oh, the puzzles?
The puzzles finally made it to Shop Disney, and I bought them and expedited them because I'm a nerd. So the Pixar Pier Billboard mini puzzles are available at Shop Disney, Laughing Place, and affiliate link article and affiliate link on laughingplace.com, which is how I got mine, and they got here today.
So I doubt you ever saw this, and I need to find the picture I have of it somewhere. One of the times when they replaced the stickers, spoiler, they're not real billboards, they're
Yes.
giant stickers. And it was the Coco one,
Uh-huh.
and they doubled up. So the image was doubled in one of the
Weird.
panels. And I realized how did somebody miss this? It is not something that's just, oh, that's silly. No, it was a definite mistake.
John Allen Hale says, say hi to the crew at Slinky Dog.
Hi, crew at Slinky Dog. Toy Story.
What does he say? What does Slinky Dog say at the launch?
Hang on.
Hang on. That's what it is. All right.
25 minutes for Toy Story Mania, which isn't bad, but
Not bad.
Slinky Dog looks like it's going back towards the entrance. Looks like they've done some work on Woody's backyard barbecue. Nope.
It's I think it's just called Roundup Barbecue or something.
Roundup barbecue, yeah. They've cleared away some more of the stuff blocking the building, so hopefully that's a good sign of, October 1st isn't too far away. Or June 4th if you're a California resident.
Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. Or no. I'm seeing different things. I'm thinking it's either Roundup Rodeo Barbecue or Woody's Roundup Rodeo Barbecue.
I think it's just Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, but
I feel like it'd be confused with Woody's Lunchbox if it was two Woodies.
yeah. 70 minutes for Slinky Dog. So they just got sick of changing out the free guy billboard.
And they just Raya and Soul.
Yeah.
Tyrese says, well, if I didn't get lucky seeing you alive, work just got better. Thanks for tuning in, Tyrese. And remember, if you just want to get notified whenever we go live, subscribe, ring that bell, and you'll be notified whenever we're live at parks like this. I know yesterday we were at Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Next week we got more coming up at you too. Always fun.
Always fun.
Is not Metropolis.
Municipalburg,
thank you.
Nope, not open. Looks like it probably was earlier. That's been the overflow for the queue for Toy Story or Slinky.
John Allen Hale says he hopes to go there in December. Jeremiah, did you see a billboard for Pooch Perfect?
I have not seen a billboard for Pooch Perfect. What is this Pooch Perfect you speak of, Tony?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Release the hell!
That was our very own Jeremiah modeling at the Pooch Perfect runway at Disney Springs.
Yes.
I heard it was one man's dream again, and I went specifically for that a couple of weeks ago, and I enjoyed it a lot.
So the thing that always cracks me up about One Man's Dream, and this goes back to the original time when it came out in 01? Was One Man's Dream from 01?
Yeah.
Dear
Yep, it was
God.
part of 100 Years of Magic.
Um,
The hat, it outlived the hat.
when when Michael Eisner and now Julie Andrews talks, and they talk about Walt saying he had a heck of a breakdown, and then you can watch the PBS, true story of Walt, and he actually has his audio, and he goes, "I had a hell of a breakdown." I'm like,
Yep.
come on, people. So
It prompted me to get the PBS DVD of their documentary on him recently. That's like 4.5 hours long.
yeah, I love that documentary.
It's so good.
So Launch Bay is still a relaxation station. Um, and then we got a Mighty Duck Game Changers billboard. Which I have to say, I love the first episode. The second episode is just I need to watch the third episode.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to sit down and watch it. There's a lot of shows like that.
As long as you watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier from this morning, which that show just nonstop blows me away. Like,
Is it 4th episode now?
yes.
Yeah.
And this episode, did you ever watch Daredevil on Netflix?
No.
So Daredevil on
I have
Netflix,
a bad taste about Daredevil in my mouth since the movie.
Yeah, this will redeem it, but
Okay.
I don't even know if it's on Netflix anymore. I know that all of those contracts were expiring. Anyway, it was Netflix. Daredevil on Netflix was one of the best shows. Like, sadly, it didn't expand into the MCU, but it was condensed enough and had enough references that you could tell it was Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
But they had some of the most amazing fight scenes, and the story was always from episode to episode, kept you intrigued. And I haven't felt like that until Falcon and Winter Soldier came back. Like, WandaVision was amazing, and I kept guessing the entire time, but that's what it was. You kept guessing the entire time. Like, the story, you didn't know what the story was because until the last 2 episodes, the story was not clear. This one has a clear start point, clear conflict, and this past episode, like the second episode of it is probably my favorite episode of television ever. This episode was just so amazing and has such a great fight scene. So go watch it.
Is the Pixar store's not open yet?
Nope.
Okay. I just saw the
Neither
marquee. It
is-
said now showing Pixar and blah, blah, blah.
Neither is Villains in Vogue.
Now, I remember they made that a Pixar store-ish. And then as they did that, up top on your left is a Paradise Pier billboard. And that's
Yes.
kind of a nerd slap in the face. Like, if you get it, you get it. But it's like, whack, right there.
Yeah, and that came, I want to say that came as Paradise Pier was going away.
Exactly.
We're going to turn and walk, but the sun may block us.
There it is.
There you go.
And then if you've been fortunate enough to see Raya and the Last Dragon in theaters, you've seen the short, or if you buy it digitally, it's now available digital, and you get the short with it. And the name just completely blew out of my head, where they're dancing. And
I had it in my head until you started talking about it.
yeah, it just forever. No, whatever. But that short has a reference to Paradise Pier in it as well. When they're dancing on the pier.
Yes, and that is one of the best shorts in a really long time.
I'm looking
Cue
this up
for
now. It's bothering me.
Rock and Roller Coaster is up here on... Hang on one second. Where did you get your shirt?
What's it called? What's the one? Box lunch.
Thank you.
And put Disney shirts.
Thank you.
What was the shirt?
Mrs.
Okay.
Nesbitt's. And it's like you know me, I don't stop for anything. I had somebody
Yeah.
say how much they love for watching me. I was like, okay, thanks. But this shirt, like Mrs. Nesbitt, is one of my favorite sequences in any film. It's hilarious. The hat worked, right? The hat worked. Um, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, go watch Toy Story. When I
Us
worked at,
again. That's what it's called.
I
Sorry.
kept wanting to say it was us or them or something, but I was like, no, that's not right. Um,
Us again.
when I worked at Walt Disney Travel in California, and people would call in, and at one point, a Mrs. Nesbitt called in, and I had to mute myself so many times from laughing.
Mr. Bob Newell asks, is Tower in your top 5 for Walt Disney World?
Tower is my favorite attraction, almost worldwide.
Okay.
Rise of the Resistance is the best attraction. Tower Terror is my favorite attraction. Kind of tied with Pirates in Shanghai, but this one is one of the best attractions from start to finish.
Yep. Ever.
But I'm
The
not.
I would say yes, definitely top 5 for me. I would, if not top 3. I'd have to think about it.
Yeah, from day one, the first time I rode this one, it was just the double drop. It's still one of my all-time favorite attractions.
Well, what is that? Oh, that's been
So,
around for years.
oh yeah, this is all the old stuff,
Yeah.
like the real artist stuff. Sadly,
Because they
kinda-
moved that from stage 1, right?
Mhm.
Hi ho. What is that? That dimensional one? Right. Yeah. No, right there. Up, 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 up.
That's just
Oh, it's just the display.
Jim Shore Mickey. Yeah.
Okay. It looks like a whole box kind of thing. Do they still sell the bellhop hat?
I know. Yes. I was like, I just saw some when I was looking at the ears when we walked in, but this is actually a newer version because I remember the last version had the more of the mesh on the top. Yeah, that's something I need to buy at some point.
How much is it?
$21.99.
$21.99. Because
Oh,
when you
wow.
think of the Twilight Zone, you think of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Look at that. I've not seen Phantasmic merchandise.
Since 1992?
No, this was definitely from the redo a couple of years ago. But
In California, yeah.
yeah, I mean that's always a sign. We should
Yep.
post that merchandise. Suggest return of fan favorite Phantasmic.
Speculatively speaking.
Yes, and when I say fan favorite, I mean some other fan, not this one. Actually, I'll be very excited. I'm at the point now where even Phantasmic, I will be excited to see.
I mean, I'd see it. So, do you like California's?
The
The original?
is my all-time favorite. Anything
Okay.
in the parks. The new one, keeps. The funny thing about the new one is, I had just seen the one in Tokyo.
Okay.
A little bit before,
Which
they
has been
revamped it.
retired even
Yeah.
before everything.
Yeah, and it was. They did a lot of borrowing from that one, but sadly they did what they always wanted to do with the original one and update it. And when they updated it, when they brought it here, it was definitely a downgrade. But the new one, yeah, it's good. I still like it better than the one here, just because
Yes. That's how
the
I agree.
steamboat that looks like it's made of PVC.
Mr. Bob Newell asks, "What's the wait time for Tower right now? Did you catch it while you were there?"
I believe it was 60 minutes.
1 hour.
Rock and Roller Coaster is 50 minutes, so it's not looking too bad on this side. But yeah, definitely Galaxy's Edge is, and Toy Story is now the hopping place.
Can you get a reservation there at that Carthay Circle?
Hang on, let me walk up and see.
Okay. I was going to say something. Oh, no, the new Fantasmic, this is a complete nerdism, absolute nerdism, but the new Fantasmic has parts of the original World of Color soundtrack that were dropped before the show even debuted, and that's kind of, I'm like, oh, you think some nerds wouldn't notice this?
Which part?
The Aladdin intro and a little bit of the Little Mermaid part after the jungle sequence are audio pieces from the Abbey Road London Symphony Orchestra rendition of World of Color that was dropped. The internet is a wonderful place, and that track is very easy to find. Leave it at that. Yeah. It's definitely the whole new world part before it gets to the lyrics.
When we get outside.
Is straight up unseen World of Color. Although Laughing Place does have a video of them rehearsing it before it debuted as film from the Grand California.
Yeah.
And you could hear it in there too. Was that you or was that someone else?
That was me.
Okay.
I laugh at that one. I always appreciate what we can do now and what we can't do now. I've definitely filmed stuff from an angle where it was like that. I've gotten nope, we can't show that. But
Gio saying the wait time for Tower is 55 on the app.
well, the sign was the hour, so I would go off of whatever.
What is that just blocking pavement work?
Yeah, they're doing lots of pavement replacing, which is weird because the new pavement isn't as, well, I guess it will be shortly, as smooth as the older pavement. They also really need to change out that billboard.
I was going to say, let's look at that billboard and see how that's looking, because I'm pretty sure that hasn't been touched since 94.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's supposed to look old, but the trees have gotten cut back so much. I mean, you used to not be able to see that much backstage.
Yeah, that's true,
of course,
too.
There used to be a car here and a shop, and before that, a place where you could film your own videos.
Yep. Not a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I always make the joke because Starring Rolls was probably one of my favorite park cafes in any park back when it was around, or the few hours a day it would be open. And I would joke that Starbucks put another little local shop out of business.
Oh, look, there are people with their masks off. You can see their faces.
This is a good question, Mr. Bob Newell, and I say it often. Have you ever bought Disney merch and when you got home said, "Why did I buy that?"
Bob, if I give you a tour of my room, my closet, my storage unit.
Yep. I'm looking at my desk right now and thinking exactly that.
Okay, we've done the full circle tour. Let's stop on. For some reason, Doobie always thinks that this is Michael Eisner.
I thought he thought
Walt Disney.
I thought it was Walt. Okay, yeah. I did not think that statue was Walt Disney. I thought that Doobie or whoever else has done this with you in the past thought that was Walt Disney.
Yeah.
No. Although I wouldn't be surprised because I know pretty much every park's getting their own Walt statue in some way, shape, or form. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got something like that. But as of right now, that is not Walt Disney. or Michael Eisner. Anyway,
or any named person. But his head is huge. Look how big that noggin is next to the camera.
would his mask drag down his ears?
I think so. Maybe his head. We should have a competition between his head and Mike C's head.
In August, we'll do side by sides.
Yes.
All right, everybody, coming up later on, we have more wonderful Laughing Place programming. We have Laughing Place TV Club at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. That'll feature Kyle, Becca, myself. You'll see my ugly mug, as well as Benji, talking about our favorite episodes of Disney television. I'm sure we'll talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier again. I will be talking about cartoons because I'm a 36-year-old, 12-year-old. And then later on this afternoon, we have Star Wars Headlines with Mike and Rebecca, back from her hiatus, as they talk about the latest news from a galaxy far, far away. Next week, we have plenty more park events and programming. So remember to like, subscribe, or ring that bell. Jeremiah focusing on the Not Walt statue. Say goodbye, everybody. So
Goodbye,
long.
everybody.